the head. Hold on to the bait. Good job.
That lawnmower, that's that.
Tank Davis is fully immersed in his training camp, preparing for his upcoming fight against Lamont Roach. Focused and determined, Davis is working hard to enhance his speed, power, and defensive techniques with the guidance of his dedicated team. His camp includes rigorous sparring, strength training, and tactical drills aimed at exploiting Roach's weaknesses. With a strict diet and tough conditioning regimen, Davis is pushing himself to stay in peak shape. While his knockout power remains a deadly weapon, Davis is also fine-tuning his footwork and stamina. Confident yet disciplined, he's ready to prove his dominance and maintain his place as one of boxing's elite fighters. In training, Davis is showcasing his lightning-fast speed, refining his explosiveness with rapid combinations and swift footwork. His hand speed is razor-sharp, landing crisp jabs and powerful hooks with precision. Under the watchful eye of his coaches, he sharpens his reflexes with intense pad work, agility drills, and quick defensive movements. Tank's speed isn't limited to offense, his head movement and lightning-fast counters make him a nightmare for any opponent. With relentless sprint sessions and endurance training, Davis is faster than ever, ensuring that he'll remain a force to be reckoned with come fight night.
God damn.
Tank Davis is hard at work preparing for his upcoming showdown against Lamont Roach on March 1st at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Renowned for his incredible speed and power, Davis's training camp is tailored to further elevate these strengths while crafting a game plan specifically designed to counter Roach's fighting style. His rigorous regimen includes intensive strength and conditioning sessions aimed at boosting both power and stamina. These workouts feature weightlifting, resistance training, and plyometric exercises to build explosive strength. To perfect his boxing skills, Davis focuses on drills that sharpen his hand speed, footwork, and defensive movements. Recent training footage has left fans in awe, highlighting his blistering hand speed and pinpoint accuracy. Sparring sessions with partners who replicate Roach's style are crucial, giving Davis the opportunity to test out tailored strategies and prepare for different scenarios he might face in the ring.
One more. Good. Keep the head. Roll under the bait. Good job.
That lawnmower, that's that. Start that motherfucker
I made the decision of training DC because, I haven't been in the coldness in a minute. I haven't even trained in the coldness in a minute, so.
Understanding Roach's strengths and weaknesses is key to Davis's strategy. His team meticulously analyzes Roach's past fights, identifying patterns and vulnerabilities that can be exploited. Mental toughness is also a top priority. Davis incorporates visualization techniques and mindfulness practices to stay focused and composed under pressure. Maintaining peak weight and energy levels is supported by a strict nutritional plan. Davis's diet is built around lean proteins, complex carbohydrates, healthy fats, and plenty of fruits and vegetables. Proper hydration and precise meal timing are emphasized to fuel intense training and promote optimal recovery.
I'm from Baltimore, he's not from DC. That's what I learned. I thought he was from DC too. DC my second home. I've been coming up here since I was 9 years old, even younger. So I'm not really trying to get in his personal business. Probably just showing him that, I could do anything, especially in your backyard.
We're gonna feel all this shit we gotta do. Look, hey Tank, we're gonna go 35 for 12.
Many years ago, legendary champion Marvin Hagler remarked that it's hard to get up and do road work at 5 a.m.
Gervonta Tank Davis has shown unwavering confidence leading up to his March 1st fight against Lamont Roach. In a recent press conference, Davis shared, "I haven't been watching his fights too much, but I've been in the gym with him and I know how he moves." This statement highlights Davis's belief in his superior skills and preparation. Davis's confidence is further backed by his impressive 30-0 record, with 28 of those victories coming by knockout. His recent training sessions have displayed his exceptional physique and blistering hand speed, leaving both fans and analysts in awe. With his physical readiness and strategic mindset, Davis appears fully prepared to dominate in the ring. As the fight date draws near, the anticipation is building, with many expecting Davis to deliver a performance that solidifies his place among boxing's elite fighters. Focused and determined, Davis is ready to make a definitive statement in the ring.
Now, how are you feeling? We're pretty close. We're pretty close to it. How are you feeling right now?
He's going to show much first.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis has customized his training routine to match his natural nocturnal tendencies, fully embracing his identity as a night person. He starts his day around 11 a.m., allowing plenty of time for recovery from the previous night's training. Upon waking, hydration is a priority, and he drinks 1 liter of water to rehydrate and rejuvenate his body. His breakfast typically consists of 6 egg whites, oatmeal, bananas, and honey, providing the necessary nutrients to fuel him for the day ahead. After his meal, Davis engages in light stretching and yoga to enhance his flexibility and focus. He then takes time to relax, knowing that mental clarity and physical recovery are crucial in his demanding profession. As evening approaches, Davis begins his primary training sessions. These workouts are comprehensive, covering various aspects of boxing and physical conditioning. He starts with a warm-up that includes jumping jacks, skipping rope, and running in place, effectively increasing blood flow and preparing his muscles for the intensity to come. Strength training plays a pivotal role in his regimen, targeting both core and limb muscles to enhance his punching power and overall resilience. Exercises like weightlifting, resistance training, and plyometrics are incorporated to build explosive strength. Cardiovascular conditioning is equally crucial, with high-intensity interval training, HIIT, and distance running designed to improve his stamina and ensure peak performance in the ring. Davis also focuses on refining his technical skills through drills aimed at perfecting hand speed, footwork, and defensive maneuvers. Sparring with partners who mimic the style of his upcoming opponents allows him to strategize and adapt to different fighting techniques. His training is overseen by coaches from the Mayweather Boxing Club, including Floyd Mayweather Sr., Jeff Mayweather, and the late Roger Mayweather, ensuring that his techniques are finely tuned. This structured yet flexible routine not only aligns with his natural rhythms but also optimizes both his physical and mental readiness, contributing significantly to his continued success in the ring.
For a very, very big moment, what is your normal day-to-day like at this time of a camp?
I'm also a night person, but I might go to sleep probably around like 3 to 4, probably wake up probably like 11, get my run in, and then eat, probably lay back down, and then wake up probably like 6 or 7 and get my night workout in.
Damn, so you're doing 2-a-days at this point, running in the morning.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis has tailored his training regimen to suit his preference for indoor workouts, especially when it comes to running. Acknowledging the challenges and distractions of outdoor runs, Davis chooses to conduct his cardiovascular sessions in the controlled environments of his gym and home. This approach allows him to stay focused and consistent without external interruptions. Within his indoor routine, Davis incorporates various cardiovascular exercises to improve his stamina and agility. Skipping rope is a key part of his regimen, helping with footwork, coordination, and endurance. He also includes running in place and treadmill workouts, which provide the intensity needed to simulate the demands of a fight while avoiding the need to train outdoors. This method not only ensures safety but also allows Davis to closely monitor his performance metrics. By adapting his training to indoor settings, he eliminates potential disruptions and maintains a disciplined approach. This strategic choice reflects his commitment to optimizing every aspect of his preparation, ensuring that he stays in peak physical condition for his fights.
Like day 1 in the camp, I start running probably like, it's different times. I might don't feel like running in the morning, I might run at night. It's all depends what fit you, like I run in the morning, if I don't, I'll run at night. Train probably like 2 or 3. If I want to do something again, I train at night. Or I run, and that'll be it. But when I'm in camp, I really don't go outside. Like it's hard for me to go outside, so I just be in a gym and home. That's it. Like I don't go nowhere.
Lamont Roach is stepping into his fight against Gervonta Davis with unwavering confidence, insisting that he be taken seriously. Moving up in weight, Roach understands the challenge that lies ahead but is determined to showcase his strength and skill. He has been training rigorously, honing his power and developing a strategy to counter Davis's aggressive style. Roach believes that his boxing ability and precision will be key to pulling off a major upset. While many view him as the underdog, he sees this as a prime opportunity to prove his true potential. Roach is fully committed to making a statement and showing that he belongs among the sport's elite fighters.
Shit, he better. he better take me serious, but I don't think so. I think they training. I think they're training as hard as they can. I think they trying to put a little mastermind squad together to coach for this fight. And it's gonna be a good fight. I'm gonna tell you like this: we're preparing for the best Gervonta Davis that's gonna be, that everyone's ever seen. That's what we're preparing for. We're not preparing for a guy who might not be focused. We're not preparing for a guy who might be lazy or anything like that. We're preparing for the best version of him.
Floyd Schofield Jr., a rising lightweight contender, has voiced his opinion that Lamont Roach may be undersized for his upcoming fight against Gervonta "Tank" Davis. Schofield Jr. stated, "I should have gotten the fight before Lamont Roach, but that's just my opinion." This remark reflects his belief that Roach, moving up from super featherweight to lightweight, could face significant challenges when going up against the physically dominant Davis. Schofield Jr.'s comment highlights the size and power advantage that Davis possesses, suggesting that Roach's transition to a higher weight class may prove to be a tough task.
Young father too, and me being a father, no matter what me and Keyshawn had in the past, I just love the way he is with his son. But I gotta respect a man like that. So congratulations to Keyshawn, and hopefully after this weekend, maybe we can make something happen.
That'd be great, man. The 135 has so many people. Just on an ending note, I just want to get your perspective on Tank's fight against Lamont Roach. People are counting out Lamont as well, but how do you see it?
Tank by knockout. Hopefully Lamont can prove me wrong though. I like Lamont, but I'm just going off of my opinion.
Why?
He's Tank, man. I feel like Lamont's too small. They're both smaller fighters, but I feel like Lamont's just way too small for Tank. But like I said, hopefully Lamont can prove me wrong. He's a great fighter too, but I just got Tank as a favorite.
How do you see that happening in the fight? Do you think it comes early? Do you think it comes late?
You never know with Tank. You never know. It's all on when he wants to do it. But me personally, I feel like he's gonna come late, probably like 9.
Transitioning back to your fight, I asked that question for a reason because do you feel that you can get a knockout in this fight against Shakur given his style? And if so, when in the fight do you feel we see it?
I feel like it'd be late, but I feel like anybody can knock anyone out. The right punch, anybody can. You could probably knock me out if you hit me correctly. Nah, that's a lie. But but nah, anybody.
Oh, man, that's 2 disses today. First, I'm an old guy, now I got pillow hands.
No, but truthfully, anyone can get knocked out. Anybody. So never know. I hope Shakur's ready.
Floyd, man, good chatting with you. Good seeing you. Appreciate the time. Floyd Schofield taking on Shakur Stevenson this weekend here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia on the DAZN pay-per-view headlined by Dimitri Bivol and Artur Beterbiev, the rematch.
Teofimo Lopez, the WBO super lightweight champion and a rising star in boxing, has shared his thoughts on the upcoming fight. While he acknowledges Lamont Roach's talent, Lopez believes Davis is simply too strong and too experienced at this weight class. Tank's going to win, Lopez predicted. It'll be a good fight, but Lamont moving up in weight is a big step. Having faced elite competition himself, Lopez understands how challenging it is to move up in weight and face an opponent who has already established dominance in the division. He knows Roach will have to be flawless in his approach if he hopes to pull off an upset. Roach has skills, Lopez continued, but power is real in boxing. When you step up in weight, you feel those punches in a different way. Tank is one of the hardest hitters in the sport, so Roach is going to have to be really smart in there.
Yep. History, you gotta love it. What do you think about Tank versus obviously?
Oh, Roach?
Yeah, Roach.
Well, they've known each other for so long now. They grew up nearby in DC, and I think overall, I think it's gonna be a good fight for as long as Tank wants it to be. Yep.
You mean you get him out of there?
I think he will. I think Roach. They know each other very well. They know what type of styles they like to put on. They used to fight a lot in the amateurs, probably sparred too. So, I think that it'll just go to show. But remember, everybody got to realize, Lamont Roach is going up to 135. He's going up a weight class.
Right.
And I think that's what makes me think that Tank should wipe him out.
Respected boxing trainer and analyst Teddy Atlas has been one of the strongest advocates for Gervonta "Tank" Davis's skill set. While many focus on Tank's knockout power, Atlas believes it's his intelligence and strategy that make him such a dangerous fighter. Tank is the most complete fighter in boxing today, Atlas stated. People see the knockouts, but what they don't see is the setup. Tank isn't just throwing wild punches, he's looking for the right key, the right angle, and once he finds it, he knocks his opponent out. Atlas's analysis emphasizes Davis's ability to adjust in the ring. Unlike some power punchers who rely purely on brute force, Davis takes his time to break his opponents down. He studies their movements, looks for weaknesses, and then capitalizes with devastating precision. He's patient, Atlas explained. He doesn't waste punches. He makes you make mistakes, and then he makes you pay for them.
He reminds me of the old-time janitors, the superintendents, in the big buildings, those big buildings, and they had a big brass key ring about this big with 1,000 keys on it. But every key, they knew that key was for a certain door to get into the building. When he's moving around, I'm saying, he's the super with that big key ring, and he's looking for the right key to get in the door.
You're great with the analogies. I love the analogies.
And he finds the right key.
He does.
He doesn't walk into a room and like, bang, oh my God, I should open that door. And a lot of guys do. Romero walked into that room. Garcia walked into that room, So he don't. And that's part of what separates him and makes him a guy that's one of the most complete fighters right now of all time.
Despite ongoing speculation about his future opponents, Davis is keeping his focus squarely on the challenge ahead. "I'm fully focused on Lamont Roach right now," Davis said. "I'm not thinking about who comes next, and retirement isn't on my mind. I still have more to accomplish." Davis knows that boxing is unpredictable, and overlooking an opponent is one of the biggest mistakes a fighter can make. While Roach may not carry the same high-profile name as some of the other fighters in the division, Davis is approaching him with the same level of seriousness. "Every fight is important," Davis continued. "I take every opponent seriously because one mistake can cost you everything."
Gervonta here with Tank Davis. It's the Tank versus Roach press conference going down March 1st, PBC pay-per-view on Prime. Tank, we know you said up there you're going to retire in 2025. Why did you decide to retire after next year?
Just fed up, just tired of the other bull crap.
You said that you have your opponents mapped out. So who are the opponents for the final stages of your career?
Not to cut you out, I don't really have them really like mapped out, but it's just like,
Anyone in mind that you're thinking about after Roach?
Nah, not yet. I'm just trying to focus on him right now. And then once we get him out the way, then we can,
Lamont Roach is eagerly embracing the biggest fight of his career. He's been calling for this opportunity for a long time, and now that it's finally happening, he's determined to make the most of it. "I've been waiting for this moment," Roach said. "I want to prove that I belong at this level, and the only way to do that is by fighting the best." Roach's camp has been dedicated to sharpening his skills and developing a game plan to neutralize Davis's power. While many doubt his chances, Roach believes his speed, movement, and boxing IQ will give him an edge. "I know what Tank brings to the table," Roach said. "But I also know what I bring. People are counting me out, but I love that. I love proving people wrong." Roach views this as his opportunity to announce himself as one of the top fighters in the sport. "I've been grinding for this moment," he stated. "Now it's time to show what I can do." In comparison, some have suggested that Tank Davis has the potential to surpass Floyd Mayweather in terms of boxing ability. According to Showbiz The Adult, Davis's knockout power, agility, and overall skill set are often compared to Mayweather's, adding even more intrigue to the upcoming bout.
My thing was, it wasn't that he's a big guy who could go to 140. It was that he's so talented and punch so hard that those skill sets can carry up with them in weight. That's what the great ones do. They have that ability. That's why I mentioned Floyd Mayweather wasn't 154, but his skill set was so good. The difference between Tank and Floyd is that Tank got the type of power. When you got power that carry up like Pacquiao, you can move up many weight divisions. Not just, the two that he primarily fought in. We saw him dribbling Mario Barrios off the canvas, so we saw him do it at one point.
That's all for today's video. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.